Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today we're going to be discussing everything we know so far for Assassin's Creed Empire. So starting off, during a Reddit AMA, the head of content for Assassin's Creed stated that PvP multiplayer will not be returning, at least for now. With that said, there is still a chance online co-op will return. I mean, Ubisoft have been pushing this feature in their recent open world games, and it was implemented in AC Unity, so there is definitely a high chance of it returning in some capacity. Another detail we learned from this AMA is Aguilar's outfit from the movie will be added as a legacy outfit in the next installment, which also confirms legacy outfits will be returning as well. Obviously, this was to be expected, but hey, it's confirmed. And speaking of the movie, the head of content on AC did mention that characters may cross over to the games. So hopefully we end up seeing Sophia Ricken or maybe Callum Lynch in AC Empire. And last but not least, on the confirmed side of things, Ubisoft did mention that they are aware of the importance of modern day, and if they were to implement it, they would have to nail it. If you didn't know, the modern day storyline has been in every main Assassin's Creed game, but ever since Unity released, it started going downhill really fast. So Ubisoft, if you are watching this, please don't only have cutscenes, because that is not nailing the modern day portion. So moving on, let's talk about the leaked information surrounding the game itself. Now, it is worth noting most of this is coming from Kotaku, who have always been correct with their AC leaks, which leads me to believe everything is basically accurate, but you can still take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt. It's completely up to you. So as you all know, the codename for the next AC game is Empire. Most games don't end up using their codename, however, Assassin's Creed Unity was actually an exception to this, so you never know, it could end up being called Empire, but I highly doubt it. But anyways, the story is supposedly set in ancient Egypt, where you will play as a slave or ex-slave who apparently looks like Altair, but with darker skin. According to this leak, the game will be a prequel to all the AC games that came before, and this entry will be a complete revamp of the series with a new and improved combat and player progression system. For example, the game is set to have a Witcher-like feel, which if true, would honestly be amazing. In addition to all of that, horses and boats are said to be making a return. However, it is definitely worth noting boats will only be used as transportation and not for combat. But speaking of naval combat, it is said that the Black Flag team will be leading development on this project, which is most likely true because the game director on AC4 has been working on an unannounced project since January of 2014. I'm assuming once Unity released, most of the Montreal studio probably started working on Empire, while Ubisoft Quebec led development on AC Syndicate. But it's definitely safe to assume that this game has been in development for quite some time. Anyways, back onto the leak, this game will apparently have a lot more story compared to the rest in the franchise. And this pretty much means that the game will also be longer than any that came before, and hopefully there is more story for the modern day as well. And according to the person that leaked all this information, the biggest difference for Empire is how colorful the game will look. There apparently is lush vegetations, blue skies, and amazing desert sequences. Also, it is said that the map will be 3 times bigger than Assassin's Creed 4's landmass, but Ubisoft, keep in mind, size doesn't always matter, it's about how you use it. And last but not least, apparently there will be a pet eagle that we can also control, which honestly isn't that far-fetched because you can control an owl in Far Cry Primal, there's drones in Watch Dogs 2, and even back in AC3's DLC, you could technically become an eagle. So honestly, this is most likely true, along with everything else in this post. For those wondering, they also did mention a release year of 2017, which honestly is most likely true at this point. Syndicate and Watch Dogs 2 unfortunately didn't sell that well compared to their predecessors, and Ubisoft will most likely want to gain some of that revenue back with Empire, especially since Vivendi is trying to take them over. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the video. As you all know, I've made a lot of videos on Empire, and I'm sure a lot of you didn't see every single one, so I thought it would be a good idea to have everything we know so far in one single video. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.